Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 2 of the Online Karting League Africa Pro League. What an insane start to the evening. We've been battling to get the guys working after a recent update, but here we are, we made it. We got most of the guys in. I'm Sean Lopesha. I will be doing your commentary tonight. Just anybody in the chat confirm all sound good, please. It's been a very big rush to get us live here in time. But welcome, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This should be and promises to be a very interesting pro league at iDube, which is one of the most insane tracks out there. And let us quickly go over to the iDube track map and just have a quick look at what this looks like. All right. All right, over we go into the first corner, down to the S's, down into what is one of the most interesting corners, Thunderdome, uphill all the way up to Pipeline we go. That's turn number 7. Then down into Kangaroo or DT corner, more recent name. Then uphill we go, and then Pipeline number 2. Down here we go into Hockey Stick. It's insane amount of elevation out of Hockey Stick, and that is lap 1 done and dusted. As you can see, guys, look at the insane amount of elevation on this track. This elevation is 21.3 meters from max to minimum elevation, so it's a lot to do. And like we say, this is really a roller coaster of a track, uphill, downhill. Very interesting. A couple places for you to make an overtake stick, but it's going to be very interesting to see the guys out there and give us their best shot. We are in the final stages of qualifying, I mean practice. Still a couple guys trying to get in, but hopefully everybody would be able to get themselves into the sim. This is hopefully going to be a very interesting battle tonight. Let's have a look at who's posted the fastest lap so far. Troy Dolenchek, as per usual, at 43.299. It is worth noting I saw Troy do a 43 flat earlier in the practice session. So very fast is Troy Dolenchek. Guys, yeah, hopefully everything runs smooth. We've had a whole bunch of issues with the new update that was literally released yesterday. So it's going to be a difficult one to maintain. We hope everything runs smooth. And just so you know, we actually managed to release our 2 new body kits. And there we go. Sebastian Diaz on one of them. That's the new KG 507-508, because I think the front and the side pods are 2 different versions. Then who else do we have? Quentin Lopesha driving that same new livery, body kit, and a beautiful livery for AAO Esports. Peter Pollard doing the CRG. Tiso Mabunda, Kart Republic not released yet, so he's doing MS Kart. Lucas Thurman sporting the Angry Racing livery on the new OTK. That is the M7-M10 body kit. Again, it's got a different side pod and a different front nose cone and Nassau, so very cool. Very nice to see these on here. I'm super happy to see everything in place. After a long struggle, we managed to get the body kits working and not disappearing, so very cool. New entry here, Alistair Mingay. Alistair Mingay, this is his hometown from iDube or KZN, so Alistair's gonna try and show us what's happening on his own track. Then Muhammad Murat doing OTK. I believe he was driving the X-Pre earlier, but okay, he went with the standard OTK livery, so let's see what he can do. And then Leighton Ferree. He's one of the new guys. He had his first race at the divisional race last week or 2 weeks ago, but he's now in his debut Pro League race. So let's see what Leighton Ferree can put up. He's very quick. He's already up there in 2nd place as it stands. So very quick. Okay, let's just quickly explain how qualifying is going to work, guys. So we're starting at past. We will have 20-minute qualifying in total, which will Right, somebody else tried to join there, which will allow the guys 5 at a time. So they group A, B, C, and D. They will go out 5 at a time, or one group's going to have 5, the other groups are going to have 4. And they will have 3 laps to post their best lap, and then we're going to move into the pre-final. Right, we actually have a COC available tonight. Ruben Carstens is going to try and manage everything for us. Let's hope everything works out fine. See, there's a lot of guys trying to still join the server, hence that connect, disconnect, connect, disconnect. Mr. Naidu is not able to get in, as well as Andre Betancourt. So it seems like we're already 2 men down. Unfortunately, I'm not able to help any of the guys anymore. If they can't get in, that is the end of their race. But yeah, guys, again, welcome to the race. Pro League, that is. Whole bunch of guys on track. Well, at the moment, only 13 on track. Sebastian Venkov, Eli Vergara, Andre Betancourt, and Divya Naidu not on the track as of yet. There goes Sebastian Venkov onto the track, so there we go. Leighton Free seems like he's had it off, just rolling backwards. Hopefully he didn't run out of fuel. If he goes back to pits now, he's not allowed to come out again. So let's quickly tell you guys how does the rule sets work for the Pro League. So we try and simulate everything real life. So when you go out on track, if you go park on the side of the track without fuel, you're not allowed to click back to pits. You have to have enough fuel to get your cart all the way back to the pits. If you go back to pit, you're not allowed to come out. That is seen as a retirement for that session. So if you flip your cart in practice, you are out of practice until we head over to qualifying. Same for qualifying. You can't go back to pits and come out and do the rest of your laps. Anybody that does that will receive a disqualification from that session and a penalty, severe penalty, that is. But there we go. And then racing events. So what we'll do is lights will go out, we'll get going, standard starting procedure, and then we'll start with the formation lap. And at the back, or on the entry of the hockey stick, the pack will be bunched up, and then we will get going with the COC's green light. He will put a button on. Once he presses green light or green, there's just a word that pops up on the screen. If it disappears, then that means we are green and they can get going. Well, hopefully with the updates that was released, we'll see a slight improvement on netcode. We haven't done too much testing so far, so we'll figure out during this race if everything has actually increased. One thing that has came into play with the recent update is people's game crashes when I try and get in, so we had to give everybody a little bit of a workaround. It seems like we got most of the guys in, but not everybody, which is unfortunate. So the fastest man out on track as it stands is still Troy Dolanchik with 43.144. Then two tenths further down the line is Leighton Fourie, making his debut in the Pro League. Lucas Sermon in third place. Sebastian Diaz, the current leader of the championship after round 1, is in fourth as it stands. John O. Wilson, 5. Then Quentin Leipzig in 6. Jason Kutsia, who has unfortunately missed out on a lot of practice this week due to personal issues. And we hope Jason will be able to get himself up to speed, and just wishing him all the best with what he's currently going through. And hopefully Jason will have a very, very good race. Who's this guy standing on the track? Is that Jude Stewart? Yeah, it is Jude. Just parked it on the track. Alright, Jude just got going again with a missing nose cone, and he's going to just continue driving. Okay. Going to see here quickly. Eli Vergara also didn't make it in. Okay. Just want to see what's happening. Why have we not moved over to quali yet? All right, there we go, guys. Sorry about that. All right, only 5 guys allowed to go out. So let's see, who's the first guys? I have the sheet here somewhere. First group, Sebastian Diaz. What's happening here? Andre Betancourt for some reason has gone out. First group supposed to be Sebastian Diaz, Mark Pollard, Jude Stewart, Peter Pollard, and Leighton Free. Right, guys, just trying to understand why we've got guys on track. It's not supposed to go on to qualifying yet. Very, very interesting from these guys at the moment. Who's not supposed to be on track. Leighton Free is supposed to be on track, that's for sure. Jude Stewart is supposed to be on track. And let's have a look at who else. Right, there we go. They're restarting qualifying. It seems like some of the guys went out. It wasn't supposed to go out. There we go. Correct groups coming out now. There we go. Guys managed to figure it out. First attempt wasn't too great, but here we go, boys. It's also worth noting these guys are not allowed to do any slipstreaming. So this should be fun. It's all about themselves. So who's out first on track? Jude Stewart, first guy out for Angry Racing. Let's see if Jude will be able to keep it nice and clean for his first flyer. These guys have the option to go out one out lap, 2 flyers, or they can just go for it from the first lap. Obviously, tires will be a little bit colder. So, Jude Stewart for Angry Racing Esports is going to head out, and doesn't seem like that's too smooth. Let's see if we can do an onboard of Jude Stewart while we follow his actual TV cam. So, there we go. Jude Stewart into Kangaroo we go first. First lap, I don't think he's had the best of laps to start off with, but maybe just get a banker lap in, and then he can get going for 2 flyers. 6 carts on track, so somebody else is on track. It's not supposed to be there. Right, Sebastian Diaz did a 40. Let's just go back over. Sebastian Diaz did a 43.9, which is a decent banker lap, but there seems to be Sebastian Venkov is out on track for some reason. Who's definitely out of his qualifying slot. I wonder if he's even in the driver's briefing. Venkov is not in the driver's briefing, so that's going to definitely affect him negatively because he's supposed to be there, but let's see what's going to come up with that. Right, so Sebastian Diaz did improve. Leighton Free into hockey stick he goes. He's going to try and put on a good lap. Moving himself up to pole position, 43.7. Again, the guys only has 3 laps and they have to go back to pits. So let's see what they would be able to do. I believe all of them would be on their final lap already. Right, Leighton Fury is still following him. Let's see if he can bank a good final lap. Who else is on a lap? Jude Stewart's going to finish his lap now. So let's see Jude Stewart going over for his final lap. And he doesn't improve on his current position. Sebastian Diaz, same story for him. Leighton Fury going to bank his final lap. And he improved, but just a little bit, but not anything special at all. Mark Pollard finishing his final lap. Also not getting anything special on the board. So, very difficult first qualifying group. Now it's all about who's going to be able to post the good laps from here on. Interesting enough, Mark Pollard out-qualified by his brother, which is something I wouldn't have put my money on, but there we go. Not sure what Venkov is doing. This is not great if he doesn't head into the Discord to understand what's happening. Right, out next group. Let's quickly read out the next group. Troy Dolenchek, Eli Vergara, Quentin Loubser, and Sebastian Venkov. Sebastian Venkov only supposed to be in this group, but he decided that he will squeeze in some extra laps for some reason. But let's follow our defending champ, or multiple champ, Troy Dolenchek. Let's see what Troy is going to be able to do. He's going to start his first banker lap now, I believe. Troy coming out of hockey stick, uphill into the start-finish. Puts it on pole, first lap, 43.426. Fantastic stuff there from Troy Dolenchek. As per usual, nothing new there. Let's see who else is on track. Eli Vergara made it into the server, which is fantastic to see. Quentin Loubser sporting his... Where's Quentin? Actually into second place at 43. That's a 43.7, I believe. So fantastic lap there from Quentin to get himself into second place. Again, the boys are not allowed to do a slipstream. So as soon as gets clipped by a spinning Eli Vergara, that's very unfortunate. Luckily, Scott seems to be in perfect condition still. So thanks to the virtual world, everything's a little bit better. Stronger at least. Troy Dolenchek improving on his lap at 43.2. 1.3 that is, and putting a half a second gap between him and second place at the moment. So who's going to be able to challenge the current defending champ, Troy Dolenchek? When I say defending champ, previous seasons we only had just juniors, seniors, and masters division. This is the first pro league, so technically there is no champ, but he's the defending seniors champ. So Let's see if anybody would be able to dethrone Troy Dolenchek. Just quickly checking some just seeing some chat in the Discord. I just want to make sure there's nothing intense happening there. Doesn't seem like it. So, alright, next group out. Troy Dolenchek did manage to secure himself pole position so far. Let's see who's going to be able to take that throne or that position away. Out in qualifying Group C, Jason Kutsia, Lucas Sturman, Alistair Minge, and Andre Betancourt. Did Andre Betancourt make it on track? Yes, he did. So that's fantastic to see. Oops. Venkov is still out on track. That should have already deemed him a disqualification from qualifying. Right, let's follow Jason Kutsia, who seems to be the first guy out to do his flyer lap. Jason Kutsia, will he be able to put himself up into the front row? Remains to be seen. Jason Kutsia chose to continue with his Umpini Motorsports livery and not with the Angry Racing one. And the older body kit that is. But here we go, Jason Kutsia crossing the line for his first banker lap. A second off the pace, not the greatest lap, but there we go. Then Alistair Minge gets himself into 7th place. Lucas Sturman, who's also one of the front runners in my opinion. 7.5 tenths off up into 5th place. Venkov still out on track. Andre Betancourt, 2.3 seconds of the pace, which is definitely not where he wants to be. Right, let's see, does will Jason Kutsia be able to get himself up there into the 1st or 2nd row? Into hockey stick he goes. Right, Jason Kutsia finishing his lap, moves himself up one position, I think. It's into 6th place now. And then Alistair Minge, still 7th. Lucas Sturman gets himself into 3rd place, half a second off the pace. Is on the 2nd row, that is. Andre Betancourt with his reptile livery. I believe he does race with that livery in real life as well, so that's very cool. Okay, we do another lap of Jason Kutsia. Let's see if he's going to be able to improve on his lap. Into the hockey stick he goes for his final lap of the qualifying. And Jason Kutsia improves slightly, but not on position. So who's next? Alistair Minge gets himself into 7th place. Lucas Sturman moves himself up into 2nd place. That's very good for Angry Racing and Lucas Sturman. And that should be everybody's laps done and dusted. Now on to the final guy to go out. Well, the final guys to go out, that is. Andre Betancourt not improving on his position. Right, last group to come out. Ntiso Mabunda, Mohamed Murat, and Jono Wilson. All 3 Gauteng boys. 2 of them drives for Squadra Course. Whoops, Andre missed the pit there. We'll excuse Andre, he's from Mozambique. Doesn't necessarily know all the tracks. Although he's going to be racing there this year, I believe, with a F400 series that they come down to South Africa. So there we go. First guy out of the pits, Ntiso Mabunda. Mohamed Murat, sporting the OTK livery with the Kart Republic suit. Interesting choice. And then Jono Wilson with his own suit and a Lando Norris kart. All right, let's see. So off we go with the first lap from Ntiso Mabunda. See if we can go on board with him. Right, on board was with a lap from Ntiso Mabunda, finds himself in 9th place after his first lap. Mohamed Murad 3 seconds off the pace, not a good first lap. Oh, and he runs off the track there as well. That's definitely going to compromise him for another lap. Jono Wilson gets himself also just a warm-up lap, so some of these guys are going to try and just do 2 flyers. Ntiso Mabunda uphill out of Kangaroo onto pipeline number 2. Downhill we go. And into the hockey stick he goes. Let's see, will Ntiso Mabunda be able to get himself further up the ranks? He's currently in 9th place. Stays in 9th. I did see a little bit of improvement on his lap, but okay, let's see. Mohamed Murad. No improvement at all. Jono Wilson moves himself up into 7th place. 7/10 off the place, or off the pace there. That is Troy Dolenchik still with a absolutely amazing lap. So that should be the last lap for the guys. Ntiso Mabunda running a little bit wide, I think. It seems like he missed the apex a bit there, which will compromise his run uphill into pipeline number 2. Downhill we go. Into hockey stick for the final time by Ntiso Mabunda. And Ntiso does improve, moves himself up into 8th place now. Mohamed Murad. Ooh, Jono Wilson's going to get a tow there. It's going to be a little bit of an illegal moment. Murad not improving, but Wilson moves himself up into 5th place. Possibly review that for a slipstream. But that's very, very unfortunate there. Mohamed Murad not getting a good lap in at all. Ntiso decided to lose his nose cone there on the exit of the Thunderdome, so very unfortunate, but that's okay, I believe. Right, that's the end of qualifying, guys. Let's have a look at the result sheet as it stands. Just want to have a look here. Mr. Naidu did manage to make it in. He's just going to start at the back of the grid. So Divya Naidu from Squadra Course also makes it into the session at the very, very last moment there. So there we go. Pole position belongs to Troy Dolenchik. Once again, as you can see, there's one person, Sebastian Venkov, with a heap of illegal laps there. He was kicked off the server, so disqualified for not being in the driver's briefing as well as following the procedure. Unfortunate, but that is the process. So right, Troy Dolenchik takes pole position. Then right next to him is Lucas Sturman, then Quentin Loubser, Leighton Fourie. That's the 2nd row. 3rd row, Jono Wilson, Sebastian Diaz. Then heavy out of place would be Jason Kutsia. Next to Jason Kutsia, we have Ntiso Mabunda. Then one of the Masters drivers, Alistair Mingay, and his debut race in 9th place. Jude Stewart 10, Peter Pollard finds himself further up, I believe, than what he would have expected in 11th place. And then Mark Pollard, his brother, will start next to him, or actually behind him. And then Andre Betancourt in 14th, 15, Mohamed Murad and Eli Vergara. Just posted that quickly. Make sure the guys don't make a bit of a boo-boo there. So what will happen now, guys? Lights will go out. We will do a formation lap. They will bunch up at the back of the pack. Let's just have a quick look so I can quickly show you. Sorry, my camera work's going to be a bit horrible. So the guys will start with their formation lap. They'll do a full lap all the way around, and you'll see here's a little nice yellow line here. This is where they'll start slowing down and bunching up for the run down into hockey stick. So the guys heat up their tires. Eli Vergara didn't make it off the grid, it seems. Right, they're already bunched up, so Troy's deciding, nope, let's get everybody in place. Let's calm it down slowly. Okay, let's hope everybody keeps it nice and chilled here. They don't find themselves out of place. Keep it nice and slow. There is a limit. They have to keep it cool here. Alright, guys, as we go into the starting procedure, everybody's going to line up in the trim lines. It does seem like Lucas Timmons are way out of place there. Oh, there seems to be jump starts there. Alright, in any case, it seems like the procedure was a bit weird, but guys managed to get away in any case. So Troy Dolanchek leading the way with Quentin Loebscher up in second place. Lucas Timmons moved down, and then in fourth place is Jono Wilson going to be on the attack here. And then Jason Kutsia in fifth place, already moving up a position. Then the current leader, Sebastian Diaz, moving on the inside of Jason Kutsia, finding himself up a position there, quickly moving forward is Sebastian Diaz. But coming down the inside is Jason Kutsia. Fantastic move, making it stick, but his run up the hill is going to be compromised. Sebastian Diaz tucking in behind Kutsia, that is. Let's have a quick look. It seems like there's some chaos at the back here. Andre Betancourt, Divian Naidu, Mohamed Murat, Ntiso Mabunda and Jude Stewart all duking it out at the back as it stands. Let's just have a quick look what's happening. Mark Pollard had a horrible start, as well as Peter Pollard. But okay, up into the leader pack we go. Troy Dolanchek still leading the way. Andre Betancourt seems like he ran wide. Oh, he touched there with Ntiso Mabunda. That compromised him, and he lost more positions on his run uphill into the pipeline. Let's have a quick look. This race will be going by so quickly. Troy Dolanchek leading the way. Quentin Loebscher in second place. Lucas Thurman in third. Then Jason Kutsia, Jono Wilson, Sebastian Diaz, Alistair Mingay. And then Divian Naidu moved up very quickly from the back of the grid, up into 8th place already. That's a fantastic run. And the first couple laps from Divian Naidu. Then Mohamed Murat right behind him. These guys are teammates in real life, so hopefully they'll work together in the simulator and move up the field. As well as another teammate from the Squad Course crew is Ntiso Mabunda, and then Angry Racing Esports driver Jude Stewart. Andre Betancourt not having the best of races so far. Mark Pollard in 13th place, and then Peter Pollard at the back as it stands. Does seem like Leighton Fourie didn't make the start, or he didn't finish the first couple laps. I don't know what happened to him. Right, let's see. There is still a battle happening here at the back. I just want to make sure I move to the correct people. Here we go. Ntiso Mabunda, Jono Wilson, Divian Naidu, Mohamed Murat. Oh, these guys are teammates. Oh, no, there's contact between these three guys. And another guy off, Jude Stewart. Unfortunate bystander there in that scenario. But it did seem like they managed to get away. Jude Stewart muscling his way through there. Moving up the field. Very, very unfortunate scenario, that is. Let's just have a quick look. Where else can we see another battle happening on the track? Number 25, Sebastian Diaz and Jason Kutsia still having a battle. So the young the young Gauteng Squad Course driver versus the Cape Townian Angry Racing driver. Let's see who's going to be able to make it onto 4th place, or finish in 4th place as it stands. But up front, it does seem like Troy Dolanchek has everybody else's number. Sebastian Diaz has a very good run out of Kangaroo up into pipeline number 2. I want to see if I can quickly get the battle cam up here, but it seems... Let's see if I can just get this. Apologies, guys, if I just stop commentating for a second. Oh, okay, no, we can't get a battle cam with Sebastian Diaz helmet because he doesn't have a helmet cam option, which is a bit interesting. But maybe we can just use his Nassau and just follow it like that. Right, so we are on board with Jason Kutsia and Sebastian Diaz as it stands. You can see in your bottom right of your screen, Sebastian Diaz on his nose cone, or his Nassau. He's got a good run uphill into pipeline 1. He's going to go down the inside. Jason Kutsia was trying to defend that. Sebastian Diaz was having none of that. And into 4th place goes Sebastian Diaz. But down the inside comes Jason Kutsia again with a big dive down the inside. That will compromise his exit, but it seems like he's got the better of Sebastian Diaz in that exchange. So very, very interesting stuff between these two guys. Amazing driving by these two boys. Proper battle between the Squadra Course driver and the Angry Racing driver. Both these teams' managers will definitely be proud of the way they are managing their races so far. Right, it does seem like they have settled down just a little bit. Though, as I say that, Sebastian Diaz has a much better run out of Kangaroo. It seems like Sebastian does have Jason's number on the Kangaroo or DT corner. Fantastic stuff by these two guys so far. We have another retiree, Mohamed Murat's out of the race as well. It is worth noting that you score points in the pre-final. So the guys don't want to be in a difficult position. I see Jono Wilson got stuck there. Oh, he lost his nose cone. That's very unfortunate. Why is his car just rolling forward? And Jono Wilson retired from this race. Yep. Right, Sebastian Diaz coming up the inside of Jason Kutsia again. Jason Kutsia just giving him a left tap from behind. He's going to try and send it down the inside. Very defensive driving from Diaz, but Jason Kutsia goes down the inside once again. And Jason Kutsia just gets the better of Diaz. Diaz going down the inside into the first corner. Defensive driving from Kutsia. They nearly collided there, but it seems like both guys are managing to control themselves on track. So fantastic driving from these two guys. Really, really, really good driving. Let's just see if there's any other battles on track as it stands. Not really. This is the best out there. Troy Dolenchek checking out in front. 2.6 seconds ahead of Quentin Loubser. Okay, let's just see what's happening here. I see Naidu having a battle with his teammate Mtiso Mabunda, sending it down the inside. Oh, Mtiso Mabunda is going to go off there. Spin off. Unfortunately, he already lost his nose cone. So not an ideal scenario for him. But here we go, boys. Very, very good driving from the guys up front, that is. Sebastian Diaz and Jason Kutsia still having a battle with us. This is fantastic from these two guys. Great stuff from Mtiso Mabunda returning to pits, realizing his kart is not in a position to drive. All right, here we go again. One more lap to go, I think. No. Yes, start of the final lap. Very defensive driving from Jason Kutsia. That will compromise his exit of the hockey stick. But he's very, very experienced driver, Jason Kutsia. And young Sebastian Diaz, 14-year-old or 13-year-old, trying to get the better of Jason Kutsia. But let's just quickly go to the front here. We've got just looking at the map there just to see if Diaz is going to send it. Oh no, we can't leave these two guys. They are so close on track. But Troy Dolenchek is leading the way, and he's going to cross the line very shortly, going into the hockey stick for the final time. But Jason Kutsia still trying to stay ahead of Sebastian Diaz. Sebastian Diaz is going to try one final lunge, I believe, to get himself up into fourth place for the start of the race. Oh, Jason Kutsia runs wide. Now Diaz is going to have the run up into the... Oh, that was very close. I think Kutsia manages to make it with 11 milliseconds, guys. What a close finish from these two guys. In sixth place, we'll have Jude Stewart finish up. Mark Pollard got all the way up into seventh place after being at the back of the grid. Whole bunch of retired drivers. Alistair Mingay, and then Betancourt, and then Peter Pollard didn't finish his last lap. Interesting. All right. Troy Dolenchek finishes the race in first place. Quentin Loubser in second. Lucas Thurman third. Fourth place, Jason Kutsia, Sebastian Diaz, which is probably the battle of the season so far between these two guys. Then Jude Stewart in sixth. Mark Pollard in seventh. Alistair Mingay eighth. Andre Betancourt 10. Divya Naidu in 10th. Then Peter Pollard 11th. Mtiso Mabunda, Jono Wilson, Mohamed Murat, Leighton Free, all this didn't make it or finish the race, all retired. Right, guys, so we're going to try this again. And I am really hoping that we get all the stuff. Just quickly having a look at the chat here. All right, guys, we're gonna head into okay, we just had another restart, guys, trying to get everybody onto the track, that is. Just give everybody a moment. Hopefully they get on soon. Fantastic racing. That first race was insane, guys. Troy Dollarchik checked out in front. Kortelopshin Lucas Thurman seemed like they had a race of their own. Who has not made it onto the track? It seems like everybody is still on the server, so that's great. So we'll just follow everybody here for a moment. Just remove the names for now. And then let's see if everybody can make it onto the track and we can get going with this race. It's been an interesting start so far. Like I said, Troy Dollarchik, Kortelopshin Lucas Thurman had a race of their own up in front, but then the battle for between fourth and fifth, Kutsia and Diaz, was absolutely insane. It was so close up front. It was really, really hectic. So great battling by those two. The positions changed about 20 times in that race. I felt like it changed 15 times in one lap. So that was very good from the boys. Let's hope they get everything sorted. Let's hope all those guys keep it nice and clean and we can get going with the final. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of guys. Didn't make it. I don't know if the COC is not with us today, but he needs to restart these if the guys don't make it to the track. We've got 3 restarts to allow the boys onto the track, and then after that they will unfortunately have to race without. Just giving everybody a moment to get in, yeah. And then hopefully we can get going with the final. Right, that's the start sequence. It seems like Eli Vagaro is missing. And Venkov as well, unfortunately. Right, here we go. That's the start of the formation lap. The boys will all get their tires heated up. And hopefully they get the... Mohamed Murat found himself in a spot of bother, as well as... what's going on here, guys? Random caught on track. There we go, Jono Wilson off. Right, guys, this is it. We're gonna get going. Start with the start, or the rolling start. Here we go, down onto the first. Here we go, off we go. That seems like a half decent start between everybody. What's going on here behind? Quentin Loubser and Lucas Sturman having a battle down into the aces, into Thunderdome we go. Lucas Sturman ahead, Quentin Loubser running a little bit wide. Jason Kutsia going down the inside, taking that position away from him. Oh, there's a cart going off in the back. Who was that? That's Jude Stewart. Unfortunate. Down the inside goes Jason Kutsia up into second place. Quentin Loubser trying to move himself up there, bumping Jason Kutsia, moving him back up with 2 positions. Quentin moving himself up into second place already after losing the first 2 positions. Seems like I was a little bit dirty by the boys, but down the inside goes Lucas Sturman. Sebastian Diaz moved himself up, and again the battle between Diaz and Kutsia. But all this battling happening behind Dolenchek, and he just checked out like that. So there we go. Got Jude Stewart's caught on the track there as well, on the side of the track. Unfortunately, seems like he's going to have to retire from the race. So it's Dolenchek from Sturman, from Loubser, from Kutsia, Diaz, Naidu, and Pollard. This is the top 7 as it stands, but I want to follow these guys up front again. Kutsia versus Diaz, and Divya Naidu is trying to sneak himself in here in a very good position as well. Oh, Naidu's got a little bit wobbly into the first corner. Losing a little bit of momentum there, unfortunately. Here we go, look at all those retired cards. 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's already 4 guys retired from the race. In some way or form they managed to get disconnected, or some form of an issue, unfortunately. Oh no, the battle's here. Diaz on the inside of Jason Kutsia, who's now going to try and do the rundown into the hockey stick. Is he going to send it down the inside? Nope. It seems like Diaz has got it defended, but he pushed him out a little bit wide there. As they say, rubbing is racing. And my word, these 2 guys have been rubbing side pods most of this race so far, the race evening so far. So intense by these 2 guys. Very, very good driving between Kutsia and Diaz. Now down into the inside, I believe. No, Jason Kutsia is not going to send it down the inside into Kangaroo. He might want to fancy himself a run uphill. Nope. Much better run from Diaz up into pipeline number 2. Let's just have a quick look at what is the current standing. So lap 5 completed, start of lap 6. Troy Dolenchek leading the way from Lucas Sturman, from Quentin Loubser in 3rd place, then Sebastian Diaz, Jason Kutsia, Divya Naidu, Mark Pollard. Seems like he got a time penalty. Just quickly have a look here. Mark Pollard got a time penalty, so he's in 7th place as it stands, really. Then Ntiso Mabunda, Andre Betancourt, Alistair Minge, and then at the back is Peter Pollard. But Troy Dolenchek really checking out in the front of the pack. But there is a battle going to happen between Loubser and Sturman. So I'm just checking the minimap, keeping an eye on Loubser and Sturman, as well as Diaz and Kutsia. Loubser sporting the beautiful AAO Esports livery. Having a battle with the just so beautiful looking Angry Racing livery in front of him. Oh, Loubser running wide there, but now let's just look behind him. Diaz and Jason Kutsia is literally bumping or rubbing bumpers against each other. And now is Jason Kutsia going to send it down the inside? No, he's going to try and fancy a run up. Oh, Diaz runs a little bit wide. Doesn't compromise him too much, though. See a big battle happening again. Lopesha does seem like he's a little bit closer this time around. Lopesha's going to try and fancy himself a second place again. Oh, down the inside goes Jason Kutsia. And then a cutback from Sebastian Diaz down into the S. And then out of Thunderdome we go. Again, these two guys are having a proper battle. Seems like this is where the battle is going to be at most of the race. Very, very good driving between these two guys. Now, let's see what will Diaz do this time around. But let's just move up one. I thought I saw on the minimap a little bit closer between these two guys. Okay, but now again, Jason could see going the defensive route, which will open the door. It does seem like Sebastian Diaz has got a better top end. It does seem like every time at the end of the straights, he's just all over Kutsia. Okay, that just might be his fantastic slipstream that he's getting all the way. But yeah, let's see what's happening here. And then Mark Pollard and Divya Naidu is just trying to catch up. They're just keeping up, but not really catching up to these guys as it stands. And then Ntiso Mabunda also having a very lonely race. And then Andre Betancourt, followed by Mingate is behind him. And then Peter Pollard, lonely run at the back. Right, I see Lopesha and Sturman is oh so close on track, and that seems like the closest battle as it stands. Will Lopesha be able to line something up in the next couple of laps and try and pull away? Let's see if we can get a onboard from... Oh, Lopesha's got a good run uphill into Pipeline. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get a nice little helmet cam here on board of the battle between Lopesha and Lucas Sturman. Oh, Pipeline 2 we go down into hockey stick now. A very, very good battle. Very intense between these two. Let's see, will Quinton Lopesha line up something interesting? Everybody seems like they are trying to get a position. There's three battles on track as it stands. The battle between Sturman and Lopesha, Kutsia and Diaz, and then Naidu and Pollard. So very interesting. Ooh, the Sturman climbed the curb. That's going to give Lopesha the run down into Kangaroo. Into the Kangaroo he goes. Now he needs to flip his car to get momentum uphill. It's going to compromise his exit, but it does seem like he is covering off Sturman, who seems like he just backed out. Look at that rear axle just jacking up. Fantastic shot that is. And Lopesha manages to get himself into second place, where he finished in the pre-final. So good stuff there. Now let's just go back, battle one back. The battle between Diaz and Kutsia again heating up. Oh, I see something behind him. Mark Pollard sends it down the inside of Divya Naidu, moves up into sixth place, that is. Naidu is going to have a try and fight back. Naidu's got a good run uphill. Is he going to be able to send it down the inside into Pipeline? Yes, it seems like Mark Pollard lifted out. Doesn't want to fight that and put himself in a horrible position. I see Lopesha and Sturman also change positions again. And then Kutsia and Diaz is having a battle as well. Guys, my brain is absolutely breaking as it stands. So many battles, so intense. Who's going to be able to get the final podium spots? Anything can happen as it stands. Down the inside goes Diaz. Into this as we go now into Thunderdome. I hope everybody's got enough fuel in their cots. Out of the Thunderdome we go. It's bumper to bumper stuff between Jason Kutsia and Sebastian Diaz. Now up into Pipeline we go. Diaz going wide and allowing Kutsia to send it down the inside. But cutback from Diaz is gonna, nope, he's gonna pull out and then get himself set up for Kangaroo. Up into the Pipeline we go, and another battle behind us. Mark Pollard managed to get past Naidu again. My word, guys, my brain is absolutely breaking as to where this battle is supposed to go. Diaz again, Kutsia. Still they go, still they fight. It's an amazing battle, guys. But with all this battling, bits happening on track. It does leave the door open for Dolenchek to just pull away. Dolenchek is catching up to a back marker. Hopefully Peter Pollard stays out of the way. He does. Fantastic stuff there by the back marker being lapped. And then we're just going to go back to this battle of Jason Kutsia and Sebastian Diaz again. I see Angry Esports commenting, come on Luca, yeah, it's a proper battle between these two boys. So a little bit of a biased commentary from my side because I am the owner of Esports, so obviously I would want Quintalosha to win, but this is proper battling between these two boys, and a big fan of the Angry Racing guys, so well done between them. A lot of respect shown on track, which is fantastic to see. And then I see another battle between Kutsia Diaz and then Divian Naidu and Mark Pollard happening still on track. Naidu and Pollard swap positions. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know where to follow. It's so close. All three of these guys. 3 more laps to go. I hope you guys are enjoying the show because this is absolutely fantastic racing. Start to finish battling between 3 different drivers. Oh, what happened? I see Jason Kutsia. Where's Jason Kutsia? Jason Kutsia manages to fall off the pace here. Oh, we missed that. Oh, no, that's very unfortunate. I wonder what happened there, but okay. We'll have to stay calm and see what happens. Divian Naidu and Mark Pollard still having a proper battle at it. But this is now the battle that we want to follow between Quintalosha and Lucas Sturman. What a fantastic battle. And we've got 2 more laps to go. Let's see if we can get that onboard cam going again. By Quintalosha, we'll follow the onboard. Oh, Peter Pollard stuck on the curb. Oh, yeah, he's caught. Oh, he got away. Fantastic. Didn't get in the way of any of the guys, so great stuff there. Number 19, Tiso Mabunda, I just want to see here. And Jason Kutsia moved up a position. Okay, that's fine. But still, this is where the battle is at. Just going to follow. We're going to keep Quintalosha's on board and we'll just follow the leader for his final lap. So we can still see what's happening between everybody. Minge in the way of a leader. Hopefully he doesn't compromise the leader. Although Dolenchek does have a very healthy lead. Troy Dolenchek's going to go down the inside of Minge. Minge hopefully stays out of the way. Yes, he does. And let's Dolenchek go. Dolenchek with essentially a parade lap. He's just going all the way to the finish. And it does seem like if I just look at the onboard here, that Loebschild must settle or will settle for that 3rd place, unfortunately. Or does he? It seems like there's a little bit of a compromise there. So we're going to move. Troy Dolenchek takes the victory. But we're going to move over to Quintalosha and Lucas Sturman. What's going to happen now? Yep. Lucas Sturman takes 2nd place. Quintalosha in 3rd. Fantastic driving from these boys. Really good. Sebastian Diaz comes home in 4th place. And then Divian Naidu will be in... No, Mark Pollard finds himself up into 5th place. Then Divian Naidu, then Jason Kutsia. Mark Pollard's got a time penalty though. And then Ntiso Mabunda with another nose code missing on his cart. Then Andre Betancourt, I believe. Then Alistair Minge. And we will have in last official driver to finish the race will be Peter Pollard, lap down, and Alistair Minge a lap down. Fantastic driving from everybody. That was very good. Let's see if we can do some interviews with all these boys. Quintalosha unfortunately doesn't have a mic, but it is sitting in the same place where I am doing the commentary from, so I will just give the headset to him while I ask his opinion on the race. Fantastic stuff. Lucas Sturman, I see, is at least in the Discord. Guys, very well done, boys. Fantastic driving from each and every driver. I just want to... let's just go to the official results sheet. Let's just have a look before we do the interviews. Get everybody in place there. Troy Dolenchek takes 1st position with Lucas Sturman in 2nd, and in 3rd place Quintalosha. So I will just give the headset over to Quintalosha. once I've asked my question, and then he can just give us his feedback on the race. Quentin, proper battle between you and Luca. First pre-final was all your way, and then it seems like Luca had a little bit more on you in the final. Talk us through your race and how you think that went. It was very good to watch.
Yeah, it went better than I expected. Obviously, I came in, I felt the setup wasn't right. Made a few tweaks, which worked to my favor. But yeah, then the final, I was actually starting to get tired. Struggling to keep up with Luca. Well, I made a move on him, got past him, and then he made one back. And yeah, I just couldn't do it from there. But yeah, it was a great race, nice event. Well done to Troy. Yeah, it's just we couldn't keep up to him at all. But yeah, thanks.
Right, that was the voice of Quentin Loubser through my mic. So well done to Quentin Loubser. I'm going to pull Luca Sturman in here into the commentary booth. Luca, I hope you can talk in this channel. Fantastic drive from you, dude. You were third place in the pre-final. Quentin Loubser seems like he had the better of you during that race, but in the final, proper battle between you two. It seems like you managed to just secure yourself a second place for yourself and Angry Racing Esports. Just talk us through your race. How did that go for you?
Yeah, thanks, Shan. Yeah, it was really tough. Quali actually went alright. I lost a bit of time in my last lap. I lost like 0.1, 0.2, but yeah, I started P2 for the pre-final, and I think I kind of went to sleep when the rolling started. I think Troy got the better out of me, and then I lost place to Quentin. And then yeah, I couldn't catch Quentin. I was literally like neck and neck. So for the final, I had a good start. But yeah, I think me and Quentin were really going like 100% all the way, and I think he was really strong out of Kangaroo, and I think we were really I think he had the edge of me, but yeah, I managed to hold it and keep it second. But yeah, thanks, Quentin was a fantastic dice, and yeah, well done to Dolly and to the rest of the competitors, and thank you very much to Angry for allowing me to be part of their team.
Fantastic, thank you, Luca. Let us pull in Troy Dolenchek here. Troy Dolly, again, more of the same for you, dude. It seems like you just had the better of everybody else on this track again. Fantastic drive from you. I mean, it's probably not much to say other than, well, great stuff. You weren't shown on the stream quite a lot because you were just not having a battle. So I would like to invite you to watch the stream and just see how intense the battle was between Sturman and Loubser, and then Diaz and Kutsia, and then Naidu and Pollard. It was very good. But Troy, yeah, talk us through your race. It seems like everybody was just not on your level tonight.
Yeah, obviously it was an awesome race. Two really good results. Yeah, kart felt obviously very good, had a very nice setup. But yeah, really enjoyed both races. Starts were quite hectic, especially with how many people are on the grid now, which is awesome to see, obviously, for the whole community, for OKLA. A growing community by race, which is obviously awesome to see. And yeah, big thank you to all the backmarkers that got out the way very quickly when asked to, so that was also very awesome. But yeah, what else can I say? Really awesome race, thanks to you guys for hosting. And yeah, thank you to Sujin again for sponsoring for the season, and yeah.
Fantastic, thank you, Troy. All right, guys, let's close off tonight. Thank you all for watching. It was fantastic driving from each and every one. Please continue following our page. We like to see this thing grow. We've got another race coming up. Let me quickly just double check the calendar for you guys. It's in a couple of weeks' time, I think. Just to double check, our next race will come down to Cape Town, I believe. Kalani, my home track, and a lot of our competitors' home track. So the next race will be at Kalani. The divisional race is on the 9th of May. Then open qualifiers from the 10th to 14th of May. Which will take the top 12 guys into the Pro League from joining the top 8 finishers from today. And then on the 16th of May, we'll have our next Pro League race. It's just a week after the divisional race. Guys, if you want to get involved, go to aaoesports.com, join up, join this Discord, check our Facebook pages out, and just come enjoy a fantastic community. We've really put in a lot of effort to get everybody on board. And just as a nice little insider info, we are busy with Formula K. We've done our first bit of testing on the surface this week. The feedback we've gotten for the track was fantastic. So guys, get yourself involved. You can and will be able to drive on a very new and fantastic Formula K track, as well as we are busy with East London as well. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys had a fantastic or enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day or weekend. Where are we? Only on Tuesday. I'm already skipping myself. Fantastic evening ahead, and we'll chat to you guys soon. Thank you so much.